Today is a very exciting day for Star Wars Episode 9, as a handful of photos have surfaced on the internet and leaked that gives us a first look at some of the new characters as well as some of the returning characters in this movie by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing I will say about these leaked photos, by the way, if you guys want to go ahead and check them out, they will be linked below in the description and in the comments section. I deeply do apologize, I'm just being very cautious, I'm not including them in the video. So if you guys want to go ahead and check them out, they will be linked below in both the description and in the comments. Now, what's really intriguing about these leaked photographs, let me speak about this a little bit, is because it gives us a first look at some of the new characters as well as some of the returning characters. Like I always say, if you guys don't want to be spoiled, don't go ahead and check out the new images right away, but here we go. So it's actually a collage of character images that are labeled A through Q. So I want to go over all of them. Now there's 3 rows and each row has a total of 6 characters. So first things first, the letter A goes over a new alien, the letter B goes over a brand new droid that could very well be the droid that we've been hearing about, such as Dio. Letter C gives us our very first look at Richard E. Grant's character, and he appears to be a new First Order officer, quite possibly even a new General of the First Order and replacing General Hux. And it's funny, when I was examining C, at first I thought it was General Hux, like Donald Gleason, but when you look very close, you can see that it is indeed Richard E. Grant. Now, letter D, this is where things begin to get a little bit more interesting, is that this seems to be a new type of resistance soldier. It's kind of somewhat of a callback to what we saw in Star Wars A New Hope in the very beginning. Now, letter E, alright? Letter E gives us a closer look at Dominic Monaghan's character. He seems to be either some kind of resistance officer or some kind of clan leader that we've been hearing about for the longest time now on that grassy world. Now, letter F, alright? Letter F is a very important character, and it definitely has a huge connection to The Force Awakens and to the flashback scene. Now, you guys may very well remember when Kylo Ren kills that clan leader on that unknown world during the thunderstorm in Episode 7. Well, if you look at letter F in this leaked photograph, you can very well see that it's the same exact character, the same exact helmet, same exact outfit, and it even has a staff, just like the one that was killed by Kylo in the flashback in Episode 7. Moving on, we have G, which is a new alien, and H, we have our first look at Rey and her new costume in Episode 9. It seems to be very reminiscent to what we saw in The Force Awakens, except more Jedi-like, right? It has more of a whitish tone to it, and it has a nice belt around her waist. Now, I gives us another look at Kylo Ren. He's got the helmet back on with the hood over his head with a lightsaber in his hand. Now, the next goes over a close-up of Kylo Ren's new helmet with the red lines going through it, as we've heard for a couple of months now, that Kylo would indeed have his new helmet back in this story, which is great. Now, letter K, alright, that gives us our first look at Poe Dameron. This definitely lines directly up with the leaked photographs that we saw over in the Scottish Highlands, I believe it was, over the summer of 2018. Letter L, we get a new look at an alien. Letter M, we don't really know who that is. Now, this is where things get crazy. So, letter N, alright, gives us our first look at the new villain in Star Wars Episode 9 from what it seems. Quite possibly the character from the Beyond. It's also possible that this is a new Knight of Ren without its helmet on. It's got bandages around its face from what it seems, it has a staff, and it's got these weapons around its belt of some sorts that are glowing green. We're not quite sure what they are, but this could very well be the new villain. There's a lot of word going around right now that this is indeed going to be the new villain or one of the new villains in Episode 9. Letter O gives us our first look at Lando Calrissian in his outfit, and it's very reminiscent to what we saw in Solo, A Star Wars Story. He's got the yellow shirt, and it appears he's got a purple cape from what I can see in this photograph. And, of course, we have letter P. Who are these people? We have no idea. Could these be new species that are entering into Episode 9, or could they be something taken directly from Legends? Not quite sure. Letter Q is just some random aliens. So, out of all the photos, the letters that really do interest me the most is, of course, letter C, letter E, F, I, J, and, of course, N and O. Now that all consists of Richard E. Grant's character, Dominic Monaghan's character, the clan leader that was killed by Kylo in The Force Awakens returning in Episode 9, or at least, of course, one of those guys. We have a first look at Rey, and of course Kylo Ren, his helmet, Poe Dameron, and Lando, and the new villain. So this collage has a lot of stuff to offer, and it's really telling us a whole lot more about Episode 9 and what we can expect to see in this movie. Again, these are just costumes for the characters. They most likely will have new looks and different looks throughout the movie. We do know that Kylo Ren is going to have multiple different outfits in this film, so if you look at Kylo, this is just one of his outfits in Episode 9. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.